In the future, the poor would become playthings for the rich. As soon as the poor turned 18, they would be locked in a small room. The only way for them to earn a living was by performing in front of a camera. One day, Mike was performing as usual. He ended up receiving a 16 yuan tip. Eager to get his reward, Mike immediately ordered food. However, 16 yuan could only buy a portion of dog food. Although Mike wasn't satisfied, he had no choice but to accept it. Then, Mike came up with an idea. He pretended to be a dog and ate the dog food. This way, Mike not only filled his stomach, but also earned a 30 yuan reward. In a hurry, he bought a new shirt. Then, he started performing even harder in front of the camera. Soon, he earned 40 yuan. This time, Mike could finally buy a bed to rest on. So, Mike performed even harder, hoping to earn more money. However, reality was harsh. The rewards Mike received were only enough for one meal a day. The monotonous, boring life wore him down. Frustrated, Mike began attacking the camera in anger, but his rewards kept decreasing. In the next moment, the power to Mike's room was cut off. The room instantly became pitch black. This was the system's punishment for Mike. As 3 days passed, Mike could no longer bear the darkness. Finally, Mike knelt before the camera, begging for mercy. The system, moved by his pleading, restored the power. However, this time, a small screen appeared on the camera, showing an elderly man explaining historical knowledge. Through the man's explanation, Mike learned that once the reward amount reached a certain level, they could unlock the shared screen feature. The elderly man then suggested they could collaborate and perform together to earn more money. Mike agreed. The two of them then began to make plans. The elderly man remembered that he had learned magic when he was younger, so he started teaching Mike magic tricks in front of the camera. Slowly, the number of viewers increased, and their earnings grew as well. Their system unlocked new skills. Now, Mike could search for other people's rooms and watch them. One day, Mike saw a girl doing yoga. Unable to resist, Mike gave her a tip. This made Mike realize where his money was coming from. Then, Mike's screen shared another person's screen. It was Anna, the girl, taking a shower. When she noticed Mike watching, she angrily scolded him. Mike tried to explain, saying it was because Anna's earnings were so high that the system had arranged this. Now, Mike's screen had one more person's view. Mike suggested that the three of them could collaborate and earn even more money. However, Anna disagreed. She believed they should find a way to escape. This made Mike fall silent. First, Mike didn't agree with Anna's opinion, because he had been punished by the system for his previous resistance. Just then, the elderly man suddenly started coughing. That evening, the elderly man collapsed. But surprisingly, the system set fire to the elderly man's room. In just 3 minutes, the elderly man and the room were both gone. Mike immediately realized that the system would discard anyone who was of no use to it. Mike understood now that he had to escape this place as soon as possible.